All right, everybody, welcome to our very first team powwow. I decided to pull this meeting together because there is such a fantastic, massive team growing so fast. I have never seen anything like this, and I'm not kidding you. I've been in this industry 12 years. I've built very large teams, made a lot of money in this industry, but never have I seen a team go viral. Like there's a lot of people on here tonight. I don't know. I don't know you guys, and I can't wait to get to know you guys. I actually don't know you. And which is very, very unheard of when you're starting this industry. Usually it's you know, your early adopters that come with you everywhere you go and you get started. So anyways, I'm really excited to have you guys all. You're all in an amazing place. You guys all have amazing team leaders here, from Haley to, oh my gosh, to Dr. Cream, to Darren, to Andrea, to Roger just popped on here. Like I won't even don't want to say it all because I'm gonna forget somebody. There's so many incredible leaders here to help us on this journey. So what I really want to make sure is happening is something called duplication. If you've ever been in this industry, one of the biggest, most important things is that we duplicate things that work. Okay, so I want to make sure you guys all are set and have the tools you need to duplicate so that you can be effective. You can, manage a team very fast, and you don't have to take too much time to stop to think about what you need to do. So I'm going to show you guys a few things tonight, the tools that I've created for the team to make sure that everybody is in the same place at the same time, thinking the same way, going the same direction. Okay. So I'm going to screen share with you guys, and I'm going to start with our back office. I want to show you guys some things because a lot of people are asking questions in the Telegram channel. I'm going to talk about the Telegram channels here in a little bit, but people are asking things in the Telegram channel that are in our back office. So not that it's a bad thing to ask it there. It's just that it gets bogged down with things that are maybe more important. So I want to show you guys where you can go, where you can point other people. So I'm going to screen share with you guys, and I am going to walk you through the back office here to start with. Okay. So I am on my husband's account, I think. Am I on his account? I am. I'm on his account. So when you're a promoter, which all of you guys either are or are looking that way, this is what your back office will look like. Now, what I want to tell you is in a couple weeks, it's going to change. We're going to have a new back office. But for now, this is what we have. This is what we'll work with, okay? So on the left-hand side, if you're on your computer, it's this black bar over here. If you're on your phone, you're going to have to click the hamburger menu, the 3 bars, to open it up. But if you're on your computer, you don't. So you have your dashboard, which is what we're on here. And it's going to show, your new contacts, your amount earned in the last 24 hours. See, it says past 24 hours. It'll say anything that's happened in the past 24 hours here. When that goes away, it's because something didn't happen in the past 24 hours. Here's your team. This is a bar of people that you signed up. So he has signed up Tammy, and he has signed up Jeff. Those are the 2 people he has personally signed up, and Tammy has signed up these people. Now, that doesn't mean that they're in her matrix. Okay, I'll explain that in a minute. But that's the people that she has signed up. Here is the matrix. This is what is really cool. When you guys have a matrix, you can click on it, and your matrix, see, did you see that Dave had only signed up 2 people, but he's got a lot of people in his matrix? That's because there is something called spillover. And I'm not going to go through the compensation plan right now, but that's what happens there. So when you open up the matrix, you can see yourself, you can see your level 1s, you can see your level 2s, and you can see the level 3s. Okay, that's what you see in the matrix. So if you're ever looking for your matrix, only paid members go into the matrix. Okay, paid members only. My team is anybody who signed up with a free membership or they're in the matrix. Matrix is only people that have paid to get in, go into the matrix. Okay, so there is your commission tab. You can go to your commissions to see if you've made commissions. This is going to show, here's the date at the bottom, from May 19th to May 25th. It will show the commissions. Okay, so you can always change that date too. You can select the date and have it changed to show commissions. Okay, marketing pages. I'm going to get Haley to talk about those after. She'll do that after. Your contacts. To be honest, all of this stuff, these contacts and stuff, I don't really use any of this yet. The leaderboard, this is the company's way of showing us who is performing and making the most money, to be honest. Over here is the last 7 days. Look at Canada, guys. Canada, and this is all our team. Myself, Ginny, Andrea, go down to Teresa and Darren. We're all on the leaderboard. That's the last 7 days. And this can change within the hour. So I check it a few times a day. If you want to get on the leaderboard, just get signing people like crazy. You're going to get on the leaderboard. Last week I said to Ginny, I can't wait to celebrate you on the leaderboard, because she started signing people up and all of a sudden, boop, there she was in about an hour up on the leaderboard. So it happens very fast. This is the last 30 days, the last year, and then the last, I don't know, I guess 7 years, but we've only been here 4 months. So the company's only been here 4 months. So that's the leaderboard. The classroom, here is what is amazing, is our classroom. Okay, so you guys have all, if you guys are, maybe some of you are new, I'm not going to go over the classroom as in like going through the course, but here's the course. We've all been through the course. But down here, you find lots of different things. Okay, this is where you're going to find lots of things. Actually, before I do that, on the black bar, there's an FAQ section. You can punch anything into that FAQ section. I'm going to come back to there. You can ask your question, or sorry, not ask question. Sorry. Find an, yes, ask a question. You can punch any, like say I punch payment in there. Anything. Oh no, that's not how it works. How does this one work again? You can ask it. Where do you ask it? It always confuses me on this one. Does anybody know?
Yeah, I think for that, like for the find an answer, it has to be
Oh, it's
actually,
it's push ask a
yeah, you have to
question.
phrase it as a question.
Ask a
And then
question. No, that's not it.
yeah,
That's not it.
but say ask it, can I use whiteout?
Okay, let's see. It's taking me to the wrong place. Can I use white?
With a question mark. Yeah.
This isn't it.
Oh yeah.
So
Maybe
it's
if
in
you
my
click
phone,
on-
I can do it differently.
Can
Nikki,
you
press
click
find an answer instead of ask a question over on the right-hand side.
Okay, I did. Oh, I didn't put the question in. I'm just gonna put, can I use white up? Okay. It's still not coming up.
You
On
click,
on my phone, it does.
so Teresa's saying you clicked ask a question instead of find an answer.
Like,
So
Yeah,
don't
I
click
pushed
the,
find an
yeah, try that
answer.
guy.
No, that's what I did.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyways, guys, if I go back to it and you go down here, there's all kinds of, you can find out about all kinds of things in here. Let's go casinos. All the stuff that has the word casino is down here. This is what I was looking for when you type it in there, but it's not popping up like this. So there's all the different questions, and you just have to click on the question and you'll get the answer. What is considered farming? There it is. Is there a way to tell postal code Chumba approved or rejected? So there's so much stuff in the FAQ. So maybe they've changed it as to how to find it. Maybe they've changed that. Or on my phone, it's different.
I also think they're going through updates as well, so a
Yes,
lot of things are changing, but for the better. So
totally. Yeah, lots of updates happening. And so I'm going to check out we're going to check out the classroom now again. Okay. So there's all the lessons. I want to jump down to live Q&A schedule. I get this question 5 times a day. Where do I find out where everything's happening? Live Q&A schedule. I hope they change the name of that, because not everything is a Q&A in here. Some of them are different but anything to do with a company presentation, it's in here. Okay. So Monday, May 20th, and they update this every Monday. By Monday, usually noon, you're going to see it back here. There's the click to register right there. Okay. See how Tuesday, May 21st. SendIt Trust, the trust Q&A. So for anybody that's in the trust. Wednesday, May 22nd, Promoter Powerhouse Mastermind. That's our promoter call that the company does for us. There's where you register for it. Everything you register for it, and you get an email to join it. There's the company's paid their presentation right here. And then Friday is the Q&A, is the actual Q&A. This one here. This is about the trust as well. So all of the company schedule, you're going to find it here, what they're doing. Okay. You can go through all these tabs and learn what all those things are. And then down here, You can watch some different trainings, some TikTok training. You can find out about our commissions, presentations and replays. There's another FAQ, Q&A replays. There's a couple in there. If you don't get onto the Q&As, go watch the Q&A replays. There's a couple presentations replays, the SendIt Savings. If you want to know what is SendIt Savings, come watch this. Okay. Promoter Powerhouse replays are in there, and recent PowerPoint. This is our recent PowerPoint. If you want to do your own presentation, there's the PowerPoint right there. So that's the classroom. There's merchandise. Here's the support. If you want to talk to the company, you push support. It's going to take you to your email, and you're going to email it. You're going to email them from there. Okay. I'm going to go back to classroom. There we go. So back to the dashboard. Okay, my computer's stuck. Come on. Anyways, I'm going to stop screen share here. Okay, so that's our back office in case you don't know what is what in the back office. Now Telegram, I'm going to talk about Telegram. I don't have Telegram on my computer, but I want you guys all to be following along when I'm talking about this. Telegram is a really important place for this team, for all teams. The reason I work on Telegram is because in Messenger, we cap out at 250 people. And that didn't take us very long to cap out. So Messenger has enough room for 20,000 people. So it is our job as promoters to make sure our teams have their tools, okay? One of the tools is Telegram that we have. So when I want to explain Telegram a little bit. So Telegram, when I make there's two Telegram channels. There's one called SendIt Academy Chat. And then I added something to that, to the name of it. And now I don't even know what it says, but it's SendIt Academy Chat. I said for writing and for casinos. Anything to do with writing and casinos is going to go in SendIt Academy Chat. Everybody needs to be in that chat. If you're a promoter or you're a writer, you need to be in that chat. If you're not in that chat, please let the person know that signed you up to get you into that chat. On the welcome text, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, the link for it is in the welcome message. So if you're giving people the welcome message, I'll explain that in a second. So in that SendIt Academy chat, and then if you're promoting like all of you guys are, we talk promoting only in the promoters SendIt chat. It's called promoters SendIt. And I did it in big promoters in capitals so that you guys could remember when you're on there. This is the chat we talk about promoters. You will hear me and a few other people remind you if you're talking casinos and writing in there. I will remind you to go back to their chat. Please don't be offended by it. I'm just really trying to streamline where our conversations are and making sure that everybody understands, because I want to make sure as this team is going to double this month, it's going to double in size. It's doubling in size every month since we started. Actually, it wasn't quite doubling before, and now it's doubling. So it's going to get very, very large. We have to make sure that we have all of these in place. And if you guys see somebody, feel free to say, hey, just a quick reminder, this is the promoter chat, okay? Feel free to remind people. It's all good. Now, what's really important I'm going to turn my screen down so you guys can see this. What's really important on Telegram is if you see at the top there, I don't know if it's blurry, but it says pinned message. Do you guys see that on the top of your Telegram? Pinned message. Okay. All important things are in your pinned message on the Telegram channel. Now, there are multiple things in the pinned message. All you have to do is click it once. Oh, there's something else. Click it again. There's something else. So if I say to you, go to the pinned messages and you don't see it, you just click it again. Okay, that's not it. Click it again. Ah, there's what I'm looking for. It's in the pinned messages so that we can find the important things fast. I go through the pinned messages every week. I take things out that aren't relevant anymore, and I will still add things in there that are relevant. Right now in the promoters group is my video about the compensation plan, is I listed the companies, their schedule for the week is up there. I just listed that. I just did a new text message if people are joining promoters, a message, copy and paste message that you could send people that gets them into the chat and tells them the important things about where they should be. There is a recording in there that you can send to people, and our welcome text. The welcome text is probably the most important thing that we're going to talk about tonight. because I'm finding so many people that are not getting the welcome message, which means to me, they're not connected in the right, probably not connected in the right places, which means they're not going to have the tools and information, all the tools and information that they need. Okay. So so I was going to go, I'm going to go through the welcome message. Okay. I'm going to go through the welcome messages a little bit because this to me is really, really important. And also it makes people feel like you took the time for them when you signed them up. You gave them information. You told them, here's where you go. So it says, welcome to SendIt Academy. Please go through the entire message and don't miss any steps. Log in. I give them the login, hit the drop-down menu, go to classroom. We tell them that. Make sure to join the company Facebook page if you have not already. And the link is there for the Facebook page. Make sure to do the VPN tab in the classroom before pulling codes. Okay. I want them to know that their IP address and their VPN is not turned on, all the things that they need to be successful. And some tips along the way: pull codes from casino only from your home province or state, mail envelopes from home province or state, log into casino to convert coins only from your home province and state. And actually I found out that's not correct. So I need to change that. They can log in from anywhere to do the casino stuff if they're doing their converting. Make sure the info on your card and envelope match your identity. Remember to read the terms and conditions for the casino. So that is really important. I'm putting it back onto them, right? They need to have responsibility what they're doing. They need to do that part themselves. You can use a small amount of whiteout, have fun, and I'm here to help if you need any help. Also join the Telegram channel. Connect with a community of others that can support you and that you can support. If you do not have Telegram, download the free app first and then click this link below. So, and then important, watch this 10-minute video. That's new. I put on there this starting. We just want to, and it's a walkthrough. It's Dustin and Lisa walking them through the back office. It's a walkthrough of the back office. It's really good. So when I sign up everybody, I go into Telegram, I find it, I go click my finger on it, copy, and then I paste it to them. And then I do them a voice message. I just started this about a month ago with the voice message. I'm like, hey, Darren, so excited you joined the team. I really want you to be connected and have all the tools you need. Above, make sure you look through all of that. But one thing I really want you to make a point of is there's a Telegram channel in there. It's where our team support is. I want to make sure you get in there. So if you don't have Telegram, make sure you download it. It's a free app, and then come back and click on the Telegram app. Also, we have a Facebook group. I want you to be connected in there because we have an amazing Facebook community. So make sure you don't miss those 2 steps and go through the rest of it. And I'm super excited for you. I'm here if you need me. Send. So they also get a personalized message from me reiterating about the Telegram and reiterating about the Facebook group. Okay, those 2 things I reiterate to them because I really don't want them to miss those 2 things and getting into them. So that's the welcome message. And the welcome message is pinned in both groups because that's just how important it is to me. It's pinned in both groups. Okay. If you want to make your own welcome message with something similar, or you have your own team chats, that's totally up to you. But for the most part, I think most people are using this. So I want to make sure that you are putting them in there. So don't hear me say you have to use my tools. I'm here to make sure you have the best tools you can have for your team. And I'm happy to have you use my tools. And if you don't use the tools, please don't send people to me. That's for you to look after them then, because you have your own set of tools. That has happened to me today. So, so what was I going to go over? Okay. How do you send your referral link for those people that are new? You go to your dashboard after you become a promoter. If you're not a promoter yet, you go to your drop-down menu. It's going to say upgrade to promoter. You upgrade to promoter. Then when you go back to your dashboard, you're going to have a link at the top. If you double click it, if you're on your phone, double click the little plus sign, it copies it. I don't know why only one click doesn't, but double click copies your link, and then you can send it. Now, here's what I do. I'm going to send it in the promoter group right now. I'm going to show you guys exactly. I want you guys to go to promoters. I'm going to show you what I do. When I send somebody my link, this is what I send. Don't use my link to send it out because you guys don't want them signing up underneath me, but I'm going to show you exactly what I do. You're going to see it appear in the promoter send it chat right now because I copy and paste it from I have it saved. It says, yay, I'm excited for you. Here is my link to get started. The first page is where you enter all the info. The next page is where you enter your credit card info. Once that is complete, message me and I will send you over your welcome text to get you started writing. This is going to change your financial life. And then my link is attached to it. Do you see that? it explains it to them. There's 2 parts of the sign up, and they get a little bit of it. I'm excited. It explains to them there's 2 different pages. So don't send that to anybody because that's my link, but you could take it, take my link out, put your link into it. If you know what text replacement is, I'm not going to teach that on today's call, but if you have an iPhone and you have text replacement, this is actually in my text replacement. So I have it set in there. I can push 3 little buttons and this pops up for me. I push send. I have it with the welcome message too. So it keeps everything, although they're pinned everywhere, you don't need it. You can text replace and go to Google and find out how to text replace if you have an iPhone. It's really, really amazing. Saves a lot of time. So that's how you send your link. And I said, okay, send the welcome text. Now, if people want to promote, this is something new I just created in the promoters chat. It is I get a message at least once a day that somebody will say to me, hey, I want to start sharing this with somebody, or, hey, is it too early for me to share this? I haven't gotten paid for writing yet, but is it too early for me to share this? Of course not. It's not too early. So in the promoters chat, the other day, I created a little message for people that I copy and paste to them. It says, I'm excited you're wanting to share this with others and become a promoter and inspire others to start writing and changing their life. Here's a few things you will need to know. 1, we have a Telegram for promoters, and then I have the link attached to it. This message is in the promoters in the pinned messages. If we are wanting something to watch, this is a good video if people are wanting something to watch, this is a good video for them, because if they're wanting to promote, they have to have something to send people, right? Make sure every person you sign up gets the welcome text. It will be in the pinned messages in the Telegram groups, and watch this video here about the income to be made sharing this. It's powerful. And it's my little video about the matrix and how that works. We are all here as one team and excited to celebrate your success. So that's up in the pinned messages. When somebody messages me and says, I want to be a promoter, this is what I send them now. So it gets them into the promoter group. So now I know they're going to get my information, right? That's what we want. We want to direct people to where we have information is what we want to do. And let me
I think I put an old message in here. The one we were originally using, I just put it in the chat here on Zoom, is the one that I'm actually still sending to people. Yeah. And I also send them voice clips in like coordination, but I really loved this message.
Let me look.
Like when you're putting them into the promoter chat so they know.
Yes. When you're putting them into we were using this. Yes, 100%. And I actually like this one too. So if you want to take that, and can you just send that back to me, Haley, and I'll maybe incorporate it into a new using that as well as what I just did, and then I'll incorporate it into, and I'll just repin it.
Because I love both, and I really love the way that this one was ended too. Always give more than you take. You said, we are excited to have you here, and my biggest tip, always give more than you take. Be a team player and celebrate and help others, because what you put out will come back tenfold. And one last thing, when you sign someone up and change your life, pop in the chat with a boom, little boom, right?
Yes.
That way you can inspire us all with a life changed. And I thought that was beautiful.
I love it. Send me, because I don't know if I have that saved. Can you send that back over to me? I think I'm going to delete it, but I really do like that too.
Yeah.
I'll just combine the 2 and I'll create a new pin, guys. I'll do that tonight. Tonight or tomorrow for sure. So essentially those are, okay, is that simple? I need some feedback here. Is that simple? Either yes or no, or okay.
Yes, very simple.
Very simple, right? I love it. Yes, simple, simple, simple. I have kept this so simple, and I plan on keeping it incredibly simple. What I really, really want is that we're all on the same page. If you want to be on the same page, if you want to be on a totally different page, that's totally up to you. You can do it with your team, whatever you want. That's the great thing about this. It's our own business. One thing to remember is this is affiliate marketing. It's different than network marketing, okay? It's different than network marketing. When you sign somebody up, you're getting paid $100, okay? You're getting paid $100. What's the person above you getting paid? 50 cents. So when you sign somebody up, you're getting paid $100. Your sponsor's getting paid 50 cents. Please don't rely on your sponsor to do all your work, because they're getting paid 50 cents. You're getting paid $100. Now, is your sponsor there to help you? Yes. Is your sponsor there to support you? Yes. Absolutely. But they are not making the $100 that you're making. And a lot of times people will rely on them. They'll just pass them over and say, okay, here's somebody, do the work. I don't mind helping you out. In fact, I love training you so that you can learn. So we do it together as a team. So if you need help from your sponsor, please create the chat with your sponsor and that person so that when your sponsor is answering the question, you're also learning. I'm just going to say, Andrea is brilliant at it. Brilliant. She just instantly creates a chat. Nikki, I need help. That's awesome. I can jump in there and help her. Right? And she's learning as I help. She's learning. Now, do we only make 50 cents? No, because the check match, you need to watch the video on the compensation. There's a lot more to it long term. But on the short term, that's what's happening. That's the money being delved out is $100 to you, 50 cents to your sponsor, and 50 cents to their sponsor, and 50 cents to their sponsor, 10 levels. Okay. So you have to you have to take some responsibility. If you're going to sign people up, you need to learn. And you need to be a part of it. It's not hard. It's why I wanted to show you all those tools because it actually is very simple. Send them a video. They say yes. Send them your link. Get them started. Get them connected into the right places so that they have the information they need. And their classroom does all the work for them. If they're writers, right? The classroom does all the work for them. So it is a very, very simple system of duplication. And I'm going to start talking a lot about duplication because duplication, if you learn to teach your team what I just taught you and show your team members what I just showed you, you're going to grow so fast when you start getting people signed up, you're not going to know what to do with yourself. Like me, I don't know what to do with myself some days, but it's exciting and it's fun and it's changing people's lives. And if they're in the Facebook group and they get to hear all that, this is the other thing I was going to tell you guys about. I am creating a testimonial Facebook group where we can put our prospects into it. Okay. I will train on how to put prospects into there so it's effective when I get it up and running. Right now, I'm just creating it. It should be in the works. I keep saying the last 2 weeks it's going to be ready. I just got to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning and make sure it gets ready because it's just crazy on my phone, but it's all good. I love it, but I will get it ready this week. I promise, but by next weekend that our testimonial group is going to be ready. And then you guys can go in there and share your testimony. You guys can say, this is so exciting. I got paid this morning, have a screenshot of it. I put it to my bank. It will be testimonials on the writing. It won't be testimonials on the business for now. I might incorporate the business side of it into there too. But right now we just have a lot of people that want to know the writing works. And so many of us are getting paid and so many of us are putting into our bank account. So this will be a place that you can add those people that are skeptical or that want a little bit more information. You can add them in there, but always remember to stay in contact with them. Always remember to do follow-up with them. Always remember you can go in and you can tag them on those stories. Once they get into the group, you can go in, oh my gosh, that person's in the group now. I'm going to tag them on a few of my favorite stories that people are writing. People can share, you guys can start sharing what you're using that money for. I'm paying off debt, or I bought myself a car, or I went on a trip with my family, or I bought groceries for my kids that I didn't have to stress about the income. Like stories like that are going to go into that page are going to be so, so exciting for people to read. So that is coming. That's coming for our team. I'm just seeing what else I did here. Okay. So I'm going to stop it there before we get into promoting for tomorrow night for our presentation. Does anybody have any questions about anything that I just said? And feel free to unmute yourself.
I actually just wanted to appreciate Haley and Lee for the million questions they've been helping me with because I haven't known what I'm doing and even just navigating the back office. So thank you.
That's awesome. Thanks for saying that. Lee and Haley are amazing. There's so many amazing people that are here to help us all. So I want to say thank you to Haley and Lee for answering my questions.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Nikki, when you do the testimony page,
Yes.
is it possible that when people bring in their testimony that they are made aware that it's coming into a group with a lot of people, and it's very possible that it could be screenshot and shared on someone's social media? unlike currently now, anything that's in there is set as private and we're not allowed to share from the private groups, like the Senate letters and stuff. Anyone that puts something in there, we can't share it. It says right in there in the write-up. So when you make a testimony page, maybe I'm just making the recommendation of all of us being able to use them on our social media, because that
For
would
sure. Yeah. I think that's a really good idea. We could probably do that. And I suppose if somebody doesn't want it shared when they post it, please do not share outside this group. That we used to do that in a different company that I had. If people didn't want their story shared outside the group, they would put a note at the bottom saying, please don't share outside the group. And people would just honor that. I think that's a good idea.
I have a suggestion as well. When you make that testimony page, I honestly think that posts in the group that are people are winning big are actually causing problems for other people, including myself. So I'd just like to share a little bit of my story. I won't be too long, but I
Yeah,
have
you
never
can
been.
keep it short. We're
Okay,
got it
okay,
recording.
I'll keep it short. I've never been a gambler. I hate gambling. I didn't really want to do it, but I needed the money. And I really became hooked because some of the people were posting that they won 13,000 and they won 18,000. So I ended up buying SCs because I haven't gotten a drop. And I got really addicted, really very addicted, very, very quickly. And like I said, I've never been a gambler. So I think there needs to be some warning and some help and some advice, and people shouldn't be posting their big wins because it's not helping.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. I'll think about it. I'll think about what we'll do there. And I'm gonna have to approve the posts. But what I would say in that instance is I always, and it's come up a couple times in my group, please go back to classroom number 8. We are not gambling here, we're converting here, and watch classroom number 8. It's come up a couple times in my chat where people have popped in there and said, oh my gosh, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I did. Well, go back to classroom 8. We're not about gambling. We're about converting. So that is definitely, I won't be able to control, I'll just tell you this, I won't be able to control what people do with their money outside of that, outside of what they choose to do. But I've read those stories too and thought to myself, gosh, I will just never put my own money in. Like I just will always just do converting. So, and I follow the instructions. I could probably win more than I win, but I just follow the instructions. So that's going to be my messaging, is probably that more so than not allowing people to put their big wins. Is my messaging is going to be, please go back to classroom number 8, follow the instructions. You know, that will probably be more the messaging, but I got to put some thought into that. Any other questions before I go on to talk a little bit about promoting for tomorrow night? You have to unmute Leslie.
Yes, this is Pauline Griffith.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Pauline.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. My question is this conversion a matter of semantics, or is it really gambling being called converting? Because I'm a
You need to,
gambler.
yeah, you need to go back to lesson number 8. Okay, we're not going to talk about that here. Go back to lesson number 8. Follow the instructions. If you follow the instructions, it's foolproof.
Okay, so I haven't joined yet. I'm thinking about joining with my son, Kareem Griffith, Dr. Kareem.
Yeah.
And I just want to be clear on what's going on, because I'm not a gambler and I don't intend to
Okay,
gamble.
join us tomorrow night on our presentation. That will be where you'll get more of that information, is tomorrow night on our presentation. Yeah. I'm not a gambler either. Nor is the lady that created this program. She's not a gambler when she goes to a casino, she goes in just to get her money back out that she put in. She's not a gambler. So this is not a gambling program. No.
Okay, good. Glad to hear that.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay. Any other questions?
I was just gonna say, I do think it's a great idea. Like when it comes to people speaking of gambling and things like that, right? The program is very, very, very clear on what we're doing here, and they've actually foolproofed it. Like it's pretty simplistic. But I do think it'd be great in the groups, Nikki, for people who have won massively, if you've broken the rules, let's just say, like you have not followed
Yes.
the system, maybe, you know, not post your winnings, or if you have gotten away with it at that point, if you've broken the rules and just kind of adhere to like, I follow the rules. Because there was one woman who won 500,000 on a 20-cent spin, right? So there are stuff like that that I think is acceptable, and then there's just other things that, but I mean, we'll talk about that another day because we're doing a training tonight, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anybody else have any questions about our back office, about what messages to send, how to duplicate that system? Any questions? Yes.
I have a question. And because I did what you were talking about, I went to Lee and Haley asking for help to try and sign somebody up, not really realizing what you pointed out. Like, I'm so new to this. So when, if people are interested, what I'm finding is as I'm getting started, people are interested quicker than what I'm able to learn. And so what is suggest like, and so I end up stumbling and sounding like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I really don't, because I haven't had the time to go through learning everything. So do you have a suggestion on how to deal with that without having to reach out to other people's like precious time and energy to fill in that
Well,
need that I have, right?
no, that just create a chat. If Haley and Lee are your upline, put that person, you and Lee and Haley into a chat and then ask it in there. Because if you were to just say, hey, here's Lee and Haley's phone number, phone them, you're completely removing yourself from the learning of that, which is what I've had happen to me many times. I'm going to say
Yeah,
like 10 times.
that's not what's happening. I'm not doing that.
That's what I'm saying though. Create the chat, because we don't mind as leaders teaching inside and you learning as we share with your person. But it's when you remove yourself from the equation and Lee and Haley have to do all the work. But at least then, so this is what duplication is. I will show you, I will teach you, I will show the people below you while I show you, because guess what? In 2 or 3 people, then you can repeat the process for your people. Does that make sense? Yep. And
I
that's
think,
that's
well,
what we're doing.
I think what Gaia is doing though, she's actually taking it on herself that she wants to help them explain and not take her time. So she's like, how do I do it without taking their time?
You can
But
do that.
honestly,
Can I,
that's what we do, Gaia. That's how you learn.
do you
Yeah.
guys mind if I chime in?
Well, hang on one second, Lee.
Yeah.
Nikki, I met 4 years ago, and we weren't even on the same team, but Nikki literally took me under her wing, and I asked her all the questions. I used to put her in three-way chats. I learned everything through Nikki. So there is no problem with you putting us in three-way chats and you taking up our time. That's why we're here.
Yeah. Yep. And then eventually you're going to do it for your people. And that's where we duplicate the system.
Do you mind if I chime in real quick on that one?
Sure.
Just because I really love, if you guys remember Justin Owens, run the play is what he would
Yep.
say. So, and the biggest part of that is how fast you can get them to the information, because it's not about your comprehension, it's about theirs. So you do not want to block somebody from understanding it faster than you,
Yes.
right? So
Yep.
just run the play,
100%.
just send them to the information.
Yep. 100%. And you'll find some people take it and run with it really quick on their own, and some people don't. And that's okay. Everybody learns differently and needs a different amount of time. So I don't mind being in chats and helping people at all. I just don't want you to remove yourself from the process of the learning of it.
Hey,
Okay.
Nikki, we had a lady that signed up and then also did the $20 promoter fee. The promoter fee did come off her card, but on her back office, it still doesn't say that she's a promoter. Is there a button there or a help, like a support ticket that we do?
No, it's just a weird place they find it. I don't know where where it says you're a promoter, where it sits. It's kind of like a weird spot. She is a promoter. If it came off, I've never seen it not be.
It'll just be on
Um,
your dashboard. Like
it'll
if you
be,
just go
I'll
to
show you
dashboard,
where.
it'll actually
Now,
just say promoter.
what I do with that, Henry, is I say, can I have your login information and let me look? Because often people are sending things that they just don't see it. So it is right over here. Current level on your dashboard, paid per letter promoter. Do you see that? Henry?
Yeah, and hers right there, it still says PP.
Which is, what is PP?
I
What does
forget
PP
what it is,
stand
but
for?
anyways, it still asks like on the left-hand side in the send it in the black column there.
Well,
It still has the button in it.
does she have this?
I'll double check tonight to see if anything has changed in the last 24 hours, but it wasn't there. No.
And then if she doesn't, she just sends, see the support here? She just sends a message there.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Catherine. I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's like totally out of topic, but I'm in Canada. Is everyone here in Canada?
Not everybody is, but a lot of people
Okay.
are.
But if there are Canadians, I had the message sent that I have commissions and to fill out the W8BN form.
Yeah.
I can't fill that out without, like, I can fill it out, but I can't submit it because it's asking me for my social security number for
So
the
you,
US, which I don't
so
have.
for Canadians, it's the one below that. It says,
It's a foreign number, but I also
Foreign
don't have
tax
a
ID,
foreign
yeah.
tax
foreign
You'll
number.
put
tax
your-
ID. Your
yeah,
foreign
you'll put
tax
your-
ID is your social insurance number.
Okay, so I used to work for taxation and I never gave out my social insurance number unless it was like, why are we giving that to them?
Any network marketing company, any affiliate based company that you're going to work for that you're gonna have to pay taxes on, you have to give it.
I've never given my number. I'm with multiple.
Then you're
US
not with,
companies.
then every single company I've ever been with, I've given it. So you won't get paid without it. Every single network marketing company I've been with, except for crypto-based companies, I've had to give to.
So they want my social insurance number on that form.
Yep, in the foreign tax ID spot.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's really important as well because it's based out of Nevada. It's based out of the US. So they want to make sure that you're not double taxed. So Canada and the US have a tax treaty where you pay 0% as a Canadian because of the US Canadian tax treaty. If you don't fill that out, you may be taxed twice for the affiliate side. So that's just very, very important.
Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, I'm gonna move on to, okay, so here's what we do every Tuesday night, or sorry, yes, every Tuesday night. Every single Tuesday night, this team has a presentation to invite people to. Okay, it's very, very powerful presentation. Last week, Lee did it. Lee and Haley and I did it. Lee killed it. Haley killed it. It was amazing. We're going to do it again tomorrow night. It used to be that Dustin and Lisa did it. Our owners did it for our team, but we knew it would get to a place where they'd be too busy to do it, and they are massively too busy to do this. So we're going to do it, and we did it last week, and it went amazing, and it was a very last minute thing, and Lee killed it. So tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern is our presentation. I will put the link into the Telegram channel after we're off here to remind everybody, but it's really important to get people onto that. If people are saying, if you make a post and people are saying, if you made a post today, or you make a post in the morning and people are saying, I want information, the best thing to do is bring them to a live presentation. Okay. A recording is great. That just takes a little bit more follow-up and a little bit more structure for you, but a live presentation is really good. So try and get them into that live presentation. If you are just starting out, I'm going to give a couple examples of some good posts you can make, okay, to get people into it. If you're starting out, you haven't ever made a post on Facebook, or you want to reach out to somebody, a great little post is, I can't believe I'm getting paid $50 to $70 an hour to write letters the old-fashioned way. And you could put a picture of you writing a letter, you could put a picture of a letter, you could put a picture of a piece of paper, pen on a piece of paper, whatever you want. When people ask you for information, you private message them. You always answer them on the message, on the post, and say they want information, or can you tell me more? I will message you. You message them and you give them the link and say, listen, we have a presentation tomorrow night, or we have a presentation tonight. Here's the link to get on. Does that work for you? I always follow it up with, does that work for you? Because I want to know. I write their name down because I'm going to send them a follow-up or a reminder and maybe an hour before the presentation starts. Hey, excited to see you in 1 hour from now. Excited to see you in 45 minutes from now, depending on what time it is, right? So to make sure that you're doing your follow-up, that's a great little post. But what I really want you guys to hear me say is really, really promote into the live presentations. I see conversion after the live presentations about probably 75% higher than when I send them a recording. My personal people. I see conversion way faster, way easier after that presentation. Now, sometimes after the presentation, they still have questions, and that is totally fine. And if you don't know how to answer their questions, that's where that chat with the person that signed you up is going to come in really handy, right? No problem. I'm just adding you to the chat with my friend Haley. She's going to answer your questions for you, and just create the chat and let Haley answer the questions. Let the conversation happen in there. If Haley doesn't know, Haley will add me to the conversation, right? We just go up the line and add the next available person to the chat. But typically, you'll have the answers for them. They'll simply say, what do the letters say? You know, that's a very common question. Well, it just literally asks you, I'm asking for the sweeps coins, and I'm telling them that I agree to their terms and conditions. It's 2 sentences. That's the verbiage I use. They're like, oh, it's that easy? I'm like, yeah, it's that easy. I didn't tell them what the letter said. I just said what it contains, right? I'm asking them for their sweeps coins for them to pay me, and I let them know I will abide by their terms and conditions of their casino. Oh, okay, perfect. I forgot how much it costs. How much does it cost? It's $199, one-time fee, $25 a month. Your first month, you're going to pay $225. Those are the common questions you're going to get from the people. It's usually questions that if you've been with us for more than a week, you'll be able to answer. If you can't, that's okay. You connected them to the person. Sometimes they're like, well, how do you get those coins into cash? Maybe that's a question you don't feel like you can answer. You can connect them with the person that signed you up, and you let them answer that question. It's very simple. It's a very simple duplication process for success. Okay. And I'm not going to make it much longer than that. I'm going to stop the recording so that we have this.